I can't start how I was going to start because you can't swear in the first 30 seconds of a of a YouTube show. So, hi guys. Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristin.
And this is So I'm Watching Interview with a Vampire. With the Vampire, Season 1, Episode 1.
In Throes of Increasing Wonder.
You guys have been asking us to do this for a while.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't know how you weren't even more, so...
I just feel like I did tell you so many times. I was like, no, but it's like actually really gay.
It's not just that it's gay.
No,
it's good.
It's good. It's really good.
This is like cinema quality.
Yeah. It also, I can't even believe I'm about to say this. It gets better when we get Claudia.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that it was actually rated R. I thought it was like TV rated R.
No, it's a TVMA.
No, I know, but it's like I thought that they would say the F word and the C word and we would get somebody's butt, occasionally.
Tits, we got a butt, we got a fist through someone's head.
Fisting.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I didn't watch it when it initially came on.
I don't either.
Because you guys watched it.
We all watched it, yeah. Weekly. We watched it weekly. I
just knew I wasn't ready. I knew that the timing wasn't right. So we did react to this. Have at it if you want. It's a lot of me staring.
Yeah, me too. Because
mouth agape.
Okay, so I did watch it, but it has been 2 solid years since I watched it, and we did not watch season 2. So when we get to season 2, it's going to be fresh for both of us.
I think it's because I watched the movie like the summer I turned 18, and so
for the first time.
Yeah,
I watched it way younger than that.
I saw like scenes on TV.
Yeah.
But it was very affirming in like a lot of ways for me.
Sure.
I was exploring clearly sexuality, the
oh my
darkness.
God, I just noticed your shirt. Sorry.
I was surprised you didn't say anything, but it was my Christmas present.
Yeah.
The movie was so sexy and so like it had such an impact on me. I think I was like, I don't know. I don't know that a cash grab TV show in the era of like unnecessary reboots and remakes and like all that. I guess I just didn't. And Jacob Anderson was the biggest draw for me because I really liked him in Game of Thrones, but he does one thing in Game of Thrones. And so I wanted to see him doing something else. And this is so my type. It's glossy, it's beautiful, and it's expensive, and it's like I hate.
The thing is I feel like it actually might not even be that expensive. I think they just know what they're doing with it. Because
it's like period pieces are hard enough as it is, but like wealth within period pieces, I don't know. I'm pretty blown away. So it's who is the interviewer? I forget his name.
His name is Daniel Malloy.
Okay. The actor?
No, the actor's name is Ed Bogosian.
Okay, so they just call him Malloy?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. I would try and remember that. With only one episode, I'm fine with the take. It's very, very clearly Anthony Bourdain, which I feel okay. Like he looks like him, he sounds like him, he taught like.
I feel like it's only really Anthony Bourdain because he looks so much like him and he's got that New York voice. He is not supposed to be Anthony Bourdain.
I loved Anthony Bourdain,
Me too.
It was one of those things that I didn't realize how much.
Till he was gone. Yeah. Also, I guess pour one out for Jimmy Carter, who died
during our
recording. I actually don't even. I mean, I do like Christian Slater, but I don't even like him that much. I am interested to watch this again, 2 years removed, knowing what's kind of coming, because he was my biggest problem watching this show. I was like, I hate this take on Daniel Malloy. And that is maybe a failing of me because seemingly everybody else likes it a lot. So I'm curious if I like it better.
I think I appreciate it's a take.
Sure.
Like I honestly love takes on things if there's thought to it.
Yeah.
I don't like when people just arbitrarily change things.
Sure, and so
and it was feeling arbitrary to you?
Not necessarily arbitrary, because there's a lot of things about this that are different than the movie and the book, which is fine.
I have no problem.
No, I have no problem at all.
I love the time, the setting, and...
The biggest thing for me is that I felt like, in my opinion, Louis didn't have enough time to grow so jaded with being a vampire. That's my biggest issue.
He seems pretty broody.
He's the worst.
He seems kind of...
So the thing is like, he's sort of like Angel in the 90s, where he's like, I can't go on as a creature of the night, and so he's like eating rats and shit, and I'm just like, you're the worst. Like, you're just the worst.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time with Lestat, because it seems like they're hinting that he might have like a dark side, and I don't know how I'm gonna be able... It doesn't fit with my fantasy.
So did you not get that from Tom Cruise, though?
Sure, but this is a different thing. This is a TV show.
The dynamic of the
I
relationship
don't like
is
Tom
the same.
Cruise. I like this guy.
Sam Reed. I can't even talk about it. He is just...
The vibes.
Yes.
The vibes are there with this. Like, yeah. I mean, I feel weird gushing after watching one single episode.
No, you are correct. You're correct.
It's just... I mentioned what being 18, and it's like... It's one of my favorite things in life, and to explore in art and all that, was I loved that, like... edge of adulthood, like coming of age, like just when you're finally an adult, and you get to actually explore the things that you like, and you don't have to answer to anybody, and the like sexual, like...
I would say probably about once a month I think about the prostitute that they bite on the tit, and but she's like enthralled at first, and then she realizes that she's bleeding out from the tit. And then they lock her in the coffin, like LaSalle locks her in the coffin.
But my point is that like that was one of my favorite times in my life, and there's a part of me that sort of chases that feeling, and I wondered if, like, do you ever age out of that, or do you still get to like get that? And this was giving me that. Yeah. Like, I felt the way that I did watching the movie for the first time.
I agree.
And the intense lust and like the intrigue, and I like his family.
I like the idea of his family. I think they all get, especially, so at the end of this episode, he becomes a vampire, like Lestat turns him. And I think the issue is that, like, going forward, his family can obviously tell that something's different because his nails get weird and his eyes get weird and he's only around at night and everything.
But I like that part. Yeah. Like, I like that they're aware, because it's like the 1900s, so there still is mystery in the world. And it's like also Louisiana, which is a very liminal, like in between worlds, New Orleans turn of the century. I guess it's like 1920 more so. But
this is 1910. This episode takes place in 1910.
But I love that. I love that people are like sort of like, oh, like I love the way Lestat responded to his vampire powers, and that he just sort of, or not Lestat, Louis, and that he just sort of like hand waves it away as like, oh, he's got parlor tricks.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a parlor trick.
So the thing is I think that Louis knows it's not but he's trying to wave it away to other people.
But I love that. Yeah. Like, I love that yes and quality when it comes to supernatural stuff and shows. I was kind of surprised. The brother, you're right, was kind of a pill. I had misunderstood something you said, so I thought he was on the show. So I was shocked. Shocked when he killed himself.
So because I said the family gets very suspicious and they constantly have questions and like blah, blah, whatever. And you took that and included Paul in that, which was not my intention.
Well, just the way you were like, no, Paul's like difficult. He's like, the way you were like, he's like a thing. That to me
meant a continuing.
Yeah, meant like like an overarching presence.
No, the mom is shitty.
That's
forever.
I mean, well, we'll see when we get to it. But I really like, what's his sister's name? Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like his sister.
Mhm.
I like the way that they were playing with the sexuality stuff because I feel like his sister has to.
I think she kind of knows, and I think Paul actually kind of knew too because he was like, "You need to get married to Hazel."
Yeah.
And I think the mom probably like has a sort of suspicion or whatever, but I don't really think that it's like they know, but they don't necessarily care, and they also can't really say anything because Louis controls all their money. Because their father is
it's
dead.
realistic. I think far too often with narratives, when people are writing stories, they lean into certainty and conflict. And I feel like especially when you're dealing with like intimate relationships and family and stuff, there is a lot of denial and a lot of like sort of hand waving things. And I really enjoy that in the storytelling. I was shocked when Lestat killed the priest because I liked him. I liked how he was like with the family, like he was at the wedding and stuff. I don't know.
And also, so I get your point about that because also it's very clear that that most of the people, and especially Father Matthias, they were calling him, he knows what Louis does for work, but he's not a judgmental Catholic prick about it.
I mean, religion is such a heavy, like loaded topic, and I actually kind of love like positive depictions of priests and stuff.
Yeah,
and I was really enjoying that. And I don't know. I think.
I mean, at least he just ate Father Matthias. The other one got the fist through the head.
That shocked me. The vampire powers. I like how it's because I mean it's pretty like cliche at this point, like the moving through time and all that, but still riveted.
Well, so that's the thing, is the way that they did it was really interesting because instead of making it so he's moving fast, they made it so that the priest was moving slow and he was walking normally, which it's like I like both ways because it's like they actually don't do it that much in Buffy that they're fast. They like show up places, but they don't do like an effect, but they do an effect on like True Blood and they do an effect on the Vampire Diaries. And so I like this. And the other thing too about like, they switched the timeline. They like pushed it forward a decent chunk. And I think it actually works great because Louis has to be somewhat powerful, like socially, in order to intrigue Lestat how he does. And it's like the early 1900s is kind of like the literal earliest that you can be black and also elevated.
I appreciate, and also because
and the New Orleans helps with that too. Because it's such a, like you said, a liminal space, really.
Well, I just like it's a part of our history that has kind of been swept under the rug disgustingly, and I like that media is with the Gilded Age and stuff is starting to represent that, like, you know, Black people had created empires and they like, and it was all it was all buried and we pretend like it didn't happen. And I am glad that we don't have to deal with, like, you know, slaves on a plantation.
Well, sure. We don't deal with that. We are not done with the white men from the poker game.
Nor are we in life.
Well, true. Correct.
But I'm saying it takes the edge off. Like,
yes. Yeah. So, okay, he runs 8 out of 12 of the brothels in the like second tier brothel area of New Orleans. I love the introduction to the business because he like arrives at one of them to collect the rent and immediately there's a problem. Her name is Bricktop Williams. The actress's name is Dana Gourier.
Is she on the show?
I don't. I think she is a little, but it's like it's not about that. Okay. Like moving forward, literally, and it was the alderman who tried to put it in her butt without asking, and so she freaking clocked him in the head, and it is spurting.
That's why I was like, did she hit him with a bottle or something?
Yeah, every time he removes the like nap or the handkerchief, like keeping it there, it's like, it's so funny. And I just love that she's like, I might have done it if you asked, but you didn't ask and just did it. And I think that's rude. If she says it goes against Jesus or something. Hilarious. Like, so immediately I feel like that sets the tone.
Disarmed,
like,
yeah.
So immediately for like what we're dealing with in 1910. I loved every ounce of that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm shocked that I made it to this point. But that doesn't mean, I think this might have been right. I think we'll do season 1 and 2, and then aren't we getting season 3?
Next year sometime. Yeah.
Oh.
2025.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometime in the next, between the next 5 and 375 days.
So, we don't know if we're going to talk after every episode. We'll play it by ear. We might do it like a couple at a time. Or we might, and again, like I said, you can watch along with us. I highly recommend you do. However, be warned that it's just me, like,
Yeah,
like I'm enraptured by the screen. And also, we've got plenty of other movies and TV shows on the Patreon, and we're always working on that. And like and subscribe and check out the live feeds.
I also feel like we haven't said it in a while. It's something that I think was new last year. If you ever find yourself with like a little bit of, if you want to be a patron, but you don't want to commit to something monthly, but you have like a little chunk of fun money, you can pay annually. You can pay like the whole chunk all at once if you don't want to have like a monthly subscription. I feel like that is something that I feel like not a lot of people like.
I've been meaning to work on our actual blurb or spiel.
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe just trying to pre-record one and then like throw it in, because we've attempted to do that a time or two.
Times.
But it's just, I'm not good at selling myself, and it's really hard to like throw that stuff in and keep the momentum from the conversation you're having. So, because we also have a Cashapp and a Venmo if you want to just tip us or whatever. And we're always working on new things, and we're always sort of trying out stuff. So I think we're going to try and live stream more this year. Our goal is monthly.
At least once a month, yeah. We'll see.
So,
this won't be out in time. I was going to say, we're live streaming in 2 days, but this will not be out in time.
Probably not.
Sorry.
Go check out our New Year's Eve live stream where we do our countdown of the best of the year. So,
and we're going to have snacks. We will be or have already eaten chicken and shrimpies. Very exciting.
You have the white chocolate sauce, right?
No, for the
but she keeps eating it.
Yeah, she's like nobody eat the mystery when it's white chocolate. It's nasty, and then she's just like, I love it.
So okay, bye.